60, 40?
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel younger than I've ever felt in my life. Things are going well, and how many of y'all know when you got a purpose, time it doesn't even matter. It doesn't mean anything. And so I'm going to run through this plan because we know we got people still going to be coming for the event at 1. And for those that might be new here today, we're just going to run through some details of the concept and flip the chart. How many of y'all flipping the chart? You know, there's a secret to building a business and being successful. You have to flip the chart 3 to 4 times a week. It doesn't have to be at night, but there is a number that makes it all work. And so, you know what? We want to welcome you to Viseo. We want to know, as like Daniel was just sharing with you, what is it that's going to drive you to do something? I talk about every night, if you don't have a reason to do something, you're probably going to do nothing. How many of y'all know what that's the truth? So you got to find something that's going to move you along, whether it's your family, whether it's money, whether it's spiritual or emotional. You're going to have something. And today, Daniel kind of shared a little bit, but I only came to my first meeting for one reason, and I hope there are people here for that reason. I wanted to see the money. Let's say it one time. Show me the money. Okay, and so we've got this 5-star opportunity, and again, 5 stars is better than 1 star. How many of y'all know that most companies got a 1 star? They may have a product, but they don't have the personnel. They don't have the founders. They don't have, and they're selling everybody like they've got everything. And so anybody that talks to you, you need to ask them, hey, do you have a 5-star opportunity? Do you have world-class leadership, disruptive science, right timing, generous rewards, and a worthwhile cause? And if they can't answer that, run. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm not even going to talk about this one because Dallin will be here in a minute, and we know Daniel's going to be sharing again in an hour, but we know that we've got the leadership that's capable of taking us to $1 billion. Do you know why we're going to $1 billion? Because of us. Listen, say it, because of us. I mean, don't be bashful. I'm going to $1 billion whether you do or not. I've already done it a couple times. So you need to be dreaming that big. You need to be preparing for that big. I know some people just like to make $10 and get their products for free, but you better have in your mind that we're going all the way. And so, you know what? Disruptive companies. What about Disney? They changed entertainment. I love Uber. 2 years ago, I'd never heard the word Uber. I mean, I thought it was something, you took, if you needed a movement, what's an Uber? But now they are the largest transportation company in the world, and they don't even own a vehicle. Hey guys. Hey, sit right here in the front so I can look at you. Come on. All right. And so Uber and Amazon and all these companies that are changing the way we do business. How many of y'all know that's what Viseo is all about? We're going to change the health and wellness industry forever because of our disruptive technology. Well, I'm not even going to go there. How many of y'all know that everything you eat has no nutrition? That's why I might as well eat a donut. Might as well eat a hot fudge sundae, because that steak and all those vegetables, they picked them a year ago, and now they're pouring them off on us. How many of y'all know a donut tastes better too? Okay, all right. Disruptive science and products, liposomal technology, and I know we're going to be talking a lot about it again when we start the event, but this technology, Dallin is a genius. He sat around for 2 years, played golf. He told us before he ever left to retire, he said, if I find a technology that'll turn people's head, that'll turn my head, I'll be back. And he found a technology. And that liposomal technology is going to change this industry. It's already changing this industry. It's already changing all of us. How many of y'all would agree? I mean, to have 100% absorption of a product instead of, CBD, they're saying 6 to 8%, a vitamin, 20% absorption. You'd have to have a pill this big to get what we get, a little pillow pack. And so, because of the technology, 100% of it gets into our bloodstream, and we get a chance to use it. We feel, how many of y'all feeling better? How many of y'all sleeping better? How many of y'all aches and pains with the Renew are gone? How many of y'all all of a sudden, I don't know about you, but I'm looking out and there's a lot of people I know that have the same challenges we have. Neuro is changing your life. No more silver alerts. Silver alert, just went by where we're supposed to get off. Silver alert, what's your name again? Okay, all right, so CBD oil, CBD cream, antioxidants. How many of y'all, now I'm just making a prediction, that's just me. I believe the Turtle's going to be our #1 product. That product is off the chain, you know? I mean, now CBD oil is bad, it's tearing things up, but I'm going to tell you what, every one of our products that we share here could be a billion-dollar business. And you know it, and I know it. And we should act like that. When you share a sleep, it's not you sharing a sleep, you're selling a billion-dollar product with somebody. The CBD oil, a billion-dollar product. Eternal, a billion-dollar product. You know, all these products could be billion-dollar products. And so, you know what? I know that a lot of people are here today because of the CBD oil and the CBD cream. And I'm just going to, I don't know whether, I didn't even ask Daniel if I could do this, but I've got 2 CBD creams. Now, I got thinking, oh, I'm not giving it away. I'm going to auction it. These CBD creams off for you know, Hearts and Hands for Humanity. I believe somebody would want to pay a couple $100, maybe $300, maybe $500 for this. Why? I'll just tell you, because you know what? Somebody says that's foolish. Somebody pay $500. I'm going to tell you what. This bottle of cream can make you $1 million.
Yeah.
$1 million if you've got it when nobody else has.
That's right. $200.
I got $20. I'm not even going to start until it's over. We're going to pay for it. $200. All right, okay. We'll start 200, but before the day's over, we're going to auction this off and the other one off because that's how valuable it is. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a little give for Hearts and Hands for Humanity, and we'll throw the money in there. All right, so here the CBD, I don't need to read this. Y'all know it's THC-free, plant-to-package, patent protected, the only one in the world that's got a patent. People are how many of y'all have noticed already? People are getting mad. People are getting mad that have CBD oil. Matter of fact, I've already had guys start cussing me because we got a patent and they don't. And so, how many know that's going to happen? They're getting mad. And so, organic, compliant, whatever that means, non-GMO, whatever that means, broad spectrum, whatever that means. I don't play like I'm a doctor, I'm not. So I know this, if you don't take your CBD oil, what's going to happen? You're going to die. And so CBD oil and cream benefits, it may help you relax. How many of y'all know that it helps you relax? It's like a warm fuzzy, you know? And, help manage discomfort. How many of y'all know that it helps with discomfort? All right? How many of y'all know that it helps build the immune system because I feel better? You know, how many of y'all know that it helps provide a positive mental support? Yes. Just some of you? Yeah. Here's the one that I love the best. I live in a home with 7 women. Help balance your mood. Praise the Lord. Okay. Heart health. Let's go. Craig, let's keep moving. I lost Craig. Where's he at? Okay. $22 billion industry. You know what they're saying? That's in 5 years. They're actually saying in 10 years this could be worldwide $100 billion industry. $100 billion. How many of y'all know? And the health and wellness industry is going to be $1 trillion business. $1 trillion industry. How many of y'all know sitting in this room, you only have to have a little smidgen of that business model to be super wealthy. And so I'm looking at a bunch of people out here, they're all going to be millionaires if they choose to be. Why? Because the products are there. Now it's just a matter of whether we can dream that big, you know, to get to those points where, okay, I see it. I got enough information. I feel comfortable enough. You know what? I know the integrity we have as a business model. We can do this. How many of y'all know you can do this? Everybody should raise their hand whether you don't think you can or not. You got to fake it till you make it. And so, again, I have fun with this gig economy, and the gig economy drives me silly. Because I grew up 30 years ago. Here's what they said 30 years ago. Computers were going to change our lives. And you know, they showed these models. They showed people 20, they said nobody's going to be working more than 20 hours a week. And they showed people sitting on the beach and barbecuing with their family and everybody just high-fiving. And 30 years ago, no mamas worked. You know? Most men worked 40 hours a week. They came home and they had their weekends off. Now most men are working 60 hours a week. Most women are working 40 hours a week. And now this new gig economy is about getting your dog and cat a job. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm going to tell you what, a gig is not driving an Uber car. Do you know that I've taken about 10 Uber rides? I've asked every one of the guys, have you ever been accosted? Every one of them. I talked to a guy in Vegas and I got hit so hard in the back of the head, the guy knocked me out of my car. They know they have no money, but it doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter. People are nuts. And you got your back to them driving a vehicle? I'm just going to tell you, if I knew any of my friends, I'd rather give them the money than drive an Uber. And so, and I know there's people in here that are probably doing that that have to. But why would you, when you got an opportunity like this, and in the next 30 to 60 days, you make $200 to $500 extra a week? You know, you're going to have to do something. But you don't have to buy a car to be an Uber driver here. You don't have to build a building. You just got to go do something. You got to talk to people. You got to open your mouth. You got a 50-50 chance of getting wealthy. Vaseo grand opening, May 2017 we launched. We're 18 months old, not even 2 years yet. Here we bring on a product that's the most exciting product in the marketplace in the world. CBD and CBD cream. Somebody give me 300. 400.
I'll go 450.
450, all right. Yeah, you start thinking, okay. You know what, I love people's faces when you start talking about money. They go, man, the reason I'm here because I ain't got nothing. Well, that's the reason again. You ain't got nothing because you got to start thinking about investing in your future. You know, and so we know we're pretty momentum. How would you like to be involved with a company that's, hey, come on right up here in front. Because it's sad to sit here and look at empty seats. So come on, this is part of my Charlie's Angels group. Give them a hand. Come on. Everybody's got to come up and sit on the front seat. You know? But imagine here we are in a business model that you get paid 8 ways for doing the work once. How many of y'all like that? You know, 8 ways. Oh, half of you. How many of y'all like that? You know, give me a high five. Okay. So I'm not going to go through the money, but I can just tell you there's plenty. There's plenty of money. You know, you just got to do something. And if you start doing something, you'll see the money come. If you don't do anything, you know what, you're not going to make any money, but you still got the best products on planet Earth to put in your body. And so it doesn't matter whether you make money or whether you're here for the health benefits. Both of them produce a great result. And so how does the business work? You know what, well, the first way is wholesale retail. I didn't want to go there. Second way is, you know what, you get paid every time you sponsor somebody. But the third way is we build teams. This is called a binary. One on the right, one on the left. How many think they might know 2 people from now to the rest of your life would like to make some money and feel better? Okay, half of them. All right? How about everybody raise their hand? I know 2 people. I'll just tell you, when I got in this business, they said you got to get 6 because it was a different model. And I said, I know I don't want to do this, but I'm sure I can find 6 people who will. I mean, do you think you might know 2 people? You know, we were joking at the meeting the other night. I said, imagine 2 people. So it is sometimes you feel like it's finding a needle in a haystack. But if there's a bale of hay here and a bale of hay here, and you knew the needle was in it, I don't know about you, but here you go, right here in the front. Yeah, just right here in the front. These are the $1 million seats. No. Could you imagine if you knew that they were there? We already know they're there. There's 330 million people and you only need 2. We're afraid to call somebody. Like, what would my friends think? Your friends don't think about you ever. They're thinking about themselves. So don't waste your time wondering what they think. Go call people. You know, we're going to share a little details on, you know what, as the meeting goes on, we'll share a little contacting and how this business is built. And you know what, we got all these levels that you start as a brand partner. When you get in, then Star is putting one on the right, one on the left, y'all doing 160 points. I know the company says 80, but you know what, you're not going to make any money doing 80 points. You know, so you really need to do 100. How many of y'all want to make some money in this? If you don't want to make any money, then and you just want to feel better, hey, that's good enough. But if you want to make money, you have to spend a couple $100 a month on your own business. You know, I owned a real estate company, cost me $250,000, and then $5,000 to $6,000 every month just on advertising. And we tell people $200, and it's for their own, buying their own product. People say they don't understand. Well, you know what? Find somebody else that understands. You know, I mean, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your own business. I mean, look at 2 boxes of these is $200. You've now qualified. And so, you know, any combination of our products, you qualify. And so, Star 800, you know what? Look, we'll do this at the event, but we want to recognize everybody. Star 800 just means you got 100 points, 800 on the right, 800 on the left. You're a star. Bronze is 2,000 on each side. Silver 3,000. Gold is 6,000 points on each side. And if you're new in here tonight, that's our goal in the next 6 months to a year is get you gold. Because that's $50,000 a year. You still only bought $2,000 worth of products, so you make $58,000 profit. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the next one. Lights out. Let's get rid of that one. I don't even know how to explain that one, or I would. Okay, heartsandhomesforhumanity.org. How many of y'all know that one of the greatest things about LaSalle is this charity? You know, we've now done, I think, close to $50. So that's 100,000 kids drinking fresh water in their families. Give yourself a, if you bought a product, give yourself a hand. I mean, we got people now that we're going to meetings, and Lee and Don's in here. I know there's been other Rob. The guy who went to show the plan, the guy goes, really, I'm very, very successful, and I'll buy some product, but I want you to come tomorrow morning. I'm going to give you a check for $7,500 to dig a well. Didn't even get into business. You know, that's what's happening. You open your mouth, people are going to respond in like kind. And so, if you're new here tonight, enroll. You know, get an appropriate order. What's that mean? Well, just tell the person that invited you, what kind of money you have to invest in your business, and they'll show you what path you need to get. You know what? We want to enroll in our loyalty convenience program. That means you want to get a couple products every month. You want to do your 160 points or about $200 worth of business with yourself. Does that make sense? Say yes. Yeah, because you want to, you're in this thing for the money. And so that gives you the opportunity to get paid. And then you want to become a star. You get in, let's just say Mary and Susie and Tom, y'all get in, you're doing 160 points, now you're a star. You know what, then Mary helps a couple people get in there, all doing 160 points, now she's a star and you're a star maker. That's our model. How simple that is. How many of y'all would agree? That's simple. Now, it's not easy, you know why? You have to deal with y'all. Okay, so, now you have to deal with people. I mean, people can be complicated. But if you build a relationship, it becomes, our folks in our business, and I know in yours also, Rick and Francois and Frankenson, it's just, they're closer than our family. Somebody told me once that only sponsor people you want to go on vacation with. That's why I didn't put my brothers in. Okay, so support, all kinds of support for if you're new here. If you're not new here, or you're new and you don't even know that we have an app, you need to go to the sale. You go to the App Store, type in the sale, get the app. Everything is there you need to build $1 billion business. And so, you know what, we've also got support tools and, you know what, that can lay out, you know, the process of you. I know we got this new lead, this whole new lead, what would I call it? I guess system that you can go on lead, and there's 6 videos, and it takes you through getting in all the way through the process of going diamond. How many of y'all know that? It'd be good to know. And so that's brand new, and this is a lead event, and we got another lead event coming, I guess, you know, in months to come. And so, let's see, is there anything else here? Is that it? Am I done? Man, give me a hand. I don't know how fast Lord have mercy. I know Rick Paletti's in the room here. I did a meeting for him the other night that took 2.5 hours, but it was supposed to only take 20 minutes. How many of y'all know, when you're having fun and people are receptive to what you're doing, you want to pour everything you can out. And that's why I know, you know, here's Daniel and Dallin. Your leadership here coming from all over the place to be able to support your efforts. I would just tell you, give everybody that's helping you, give them a hand. You know what, for being here and supporting your efforts. There's no such thing as a self-made man. Everybody's got somebody that's lifted them up and exhorted them. You know, and America's, you know, I love what Daniel's saying. You know, we hear it all the time that our youth are lazy, or they're not, you know, you can't get them to work. It's not true. Our youth are uninspired. You know why they're uninspired? Because of us. You know what? We haven't shown a good example of what it's like to work hard and to receive the things from working hard. And so, you know, I can't say that I'm any different. I wanted my kids to have everything, you know, but they're not lazy. And I don't think there's a young person out there that's lazy. Now, there's some silly ones because they're walking around the hotel right now thinking they're Japanese characters out of comic books. Take some pictures with them just so you can laugh. All right, so we're going to clear the room real quick. If y'all, we don't really have to clear the room, I don't think. You know what, we're going to wait 15 minutes to get started again so everybody can stand up and shake it a little bit out. And for those, like I said, that are here new, you know, get back to the person inviting you so they can go through the details again. And you know what, in 15 minutes, we're going to start the event for this afternoon. God bless you.